back with another haul today, and I've got this stack of books as well as some larger books to the side and then a ton of merch. So a big part of my order today is my recent Japan proxy order from Memeco, and I'm gonna just kind of mix in all the merch that I got with the other things that I picked up because I didn't film the unboxing this time. But excited to share all the goodies, and as usual, I will have the timestamps below if you want to jump around. So the first one is Volume 1 of Love Bullet. Big thank you to Yen Press for sending me this early copy for review. And I just read it this week and I enjoyed it. It's a seinen GL series. It follows this group of 4 cupids, and this one is the main character. And these cupids are chosen when they die early in life without ever experiencing love, and the goddess of love wants to select them to become cupids. So the story follows this one girl who becomes a cupid, and the first story follows her second mission. And as you can see, like from the cover, from the title, it is not the typical cherub cupid with a bow and arrow. They have other mediums to cause people to fall in love. So the first half of the story follows that first mission of the cupid, and then the second half kind of goes into her backstory and what happened when she was still alive and when she transitioned into becoming a cupid. But this was a really interesting read because I didn't know anything about it going into it, but it was a fun read, and I'll put the official blurb here if you want to pause and read. But I'm curious to see where the story goes because I don't believe that this is just going to be entirely a slice of life series of just her different missions, because there is an objective that the cupids have, a goal or like target that they're aiming to reach for helping people fall in love so that they get something in return for that. But in Japan, the series is into volume 3. I believe volume 3 is serializing right now, so 2 volumes are out. I believe volume 2 only just released in Japan in November 2025, so we're pretty closely sticking with the Japanese release, even just with this first volume coming out. But excited to see where the story goes. And I almost forgot to mention, this one releases December 9th, so if I have this video edited in time, that's when this volume will be releasing. Next, I have this Japanese new release of A Condition Called Love, Volume 18. This is the finale. So in English, we have through Volume 15, so 3 volumes to go, and then we're going to be to the end of the series. I'm a big fan of this shoujo series. I love the male lead so much. He's such a sweetheart, and the relationship between these two is really cute and sweet. The reason why I picked up this volume in Japanese is because, 1, it came with an art book. That was the main reason, but then also the Japanese release came with a variant cover for the special edition. So I got the variant cover, which came with this art book. I'm not going to flip through this at all because of spoilers, but I was so excited about getting this art book. There have been, I believe, 2 other booklet releases with other volumes so far. Yeah, this one says volume 2. So there was one earlier illustration booklet released with an earlier special edition. So now this is the second one. And then there was also a fan book that was released, a fan booklet. So happy to have secured all of those. Well, those 2 other ones and then this one now, but I'm just such a big fan of this series, and I just love all their sweet and happy moments together. I'm really happy that this booklet was released because it has a lot of art from earlier releases. Like, I don't remember which magazine this series was serializing in, but it had a couple cover illustrations when the magazine released. So I know that some of those illustrations are in here. There's a little caption for each one, so I haven't gone through and checked what they're all for, but happy to have secured these because I have not collected any of the magazine issues. But this was one I almost bought the magazine for because it was so cute. Look at them. I'm sad that the series is coming to a close. It's already ended in Japan, but that we're gonna get the finale hopefully by the middle of next year. But super sweet, love these two. High school romance, just a very sweet relationship that these two have, both experiencing their first time being in love when they get into a relationship with each other, and then him having a really obsessive yandere personality and kind of learning how to treat his girl right, and then she just is super sweet, and before meeting him just was never really interested in romance. But looking forward to getting the finale in English. We still have 3 volumes to go, so we'll be waiting patiently for those volumes. Next is another new release for the series, Kono Oto Tomare. This one does not have an English release yet, so I'm still just waiting for a publisher to pick it up. In Japan, this is a Jump comic. It's a shonen series, and I'm assuming that like the priority if this got an English release would go to Viz because of it being a sister company or a mother company, I don't know. But I'm just really hoping that we'll get this series in English one day because it's one of my favorite series. It's actually overall my second favorite series after Wotakoi. I love it so much. This is my favorite character in this series, Tetsuki. So I'm always thrilled when he is on the cover because he is the main character's best friend, but he's not a main side character because he's not in the Koto Club. So this series follows a group of high schoolers in the school Koto Club, and it's a mix of delinquents and non-delinquents. There's a rich girl in the mix, as well as people who have never touched a koto and people who are like masters at the koto. So a really moving coming of age series with really compelling backstories, really compelling character arcs. I was gonna show the back for the premise and forgot it's in Japanese, so kind of bummed though. I didn't realize it at first until I was looking on camera that this is misaligned a little bit. I'll have to like refold the dust jacket so that it will fit a little more snugly on here. But every volume has a fold-out poster. So I'm always so happy whenever Tetsuki is included because again, he's not part of the Koto Club. But this volume is kind of toward the end of the latest arc, so it kind of reaches its climax in this volume. So I don't really want to flip through, but if I could find, I'll just share the first couple panels from the first chapter in this volume just because the art is so stunning. Like, I love the way that the mangaka depicts the music being played and the impact it has on people, as well as the emotion in everyone's faces. Like, there is such good character development in this series, and just seeing how the characters interact with each other and the way that the music impacts them is so beautiful. But in addition to getting this volume, I also got a few extras. So with this volume, they had retailer exclusive bromide prints. So I just got one copy and then I ordered secondhand the other bromide because I wanted both of them. So I got this one of the girls. I don't remember which retailer had this exclusive. And then this one. I want to hunt down every print of that has Tetsuki on it. I've missed a lot of prints, so I am not aiming to collect all of them. I'm just gonna be trying to find the ones that have Tetsuki on them. So when I was looking for this secondhand listing of one of these prints, I picked up a few more. So I got this one of Chika making a little cake. He's so cute. He loves strawberries. And then some bonus papers too that released with earlier volumes. Tetsuki. So some of them are numbered, like they say what volume they released with, so like 14. So I'm gonna have to go through and just see like which ones I'm missing, just so I can kind of look them up. I love every Chika illustration, especially when they're younger, because they were friends from when they were little. But just a huge fan of this series. Even though it doesn't have an English release for the manga, it does have 2 seasons of the anime, which adapts, I believe, like half of what's released of the stories so far. But really happy to add these to my Oto Tomare collection. I have an album that I store all my bromides and prints. I'm happy I've been able to secure some net prints too. So I've got a good size album going, and it's actually, this is gonna fill it up pretty quick, so gonna have to do some organization. And then a recent Jump Square issue didn't have a Oto Tomare cover, but it had some little bonus items, so I was able to pick up 2 more bromide prints that released with that magazine. So glad I was able to get this. So this illustration now, I have it in several mediums. So I have the Jump Square issue that had this as the cover illustration. Now I have this bromide print, and then I also have the coaster version of it, and then I also have the illustration in, I think, volume 32. But I just love this. This panel is really special, and the kotos look stunning. But really happy to have secured all this stuff, and even though I can't read Japanese, I've been collecting this series in full because I just want to support the Japanese release, and I love the covers, I love the fold-out posters, and I really hope we'll get this in English one day. Next, I have a fan book that I did not know about until a friend recently went to Kinokuniya and posted in their Instagram stories, just kind of like panning across the like Japanese shelves. And as soon as I saw this, I was like, I'm gonna need to pick that up. So this is the mangaka's fan book for a couple of their series. I haven't read all of their series, but my favorite one that I've read follows these 2. It's an age gap BL romance, and it's called, in English, something like If Love Falls on You. And I think it has a main volume and then a sequel volume, and then I think that there's a spin-off volume that follows these 2. But I was able to secure a release that came with 2 extra booklets, and they're spicy, so I can't share them. But I love with fan books, like this is almost entirely just like extra comics. So this one hasn't gotten an English print release yet, and I really hope it does so that I can pick that up, and then I'll have all this extra bonus content. But I'll flip through the beginning pages because one of the things I love about fan books is that they will often have color illustrations, a little color illustration gallery at the start. And I don't think any of the color illustrations are spicy. If so, I will blur them. But then the rest of the book does have spicy stuff, so I can't flip through the rest of that. But I love these illustrations. And I know some of the illustrations are from the books. Like this is one of the covers, and this looks like it was from some kind of merch cafe, but I wonder if some of these illustrations are like newly released or something. But love that, because this is just like following characters from like 3 one-shots, or maybe it's 4, but love that they're so loved by the mangaka that they wanted to just keep drawing them and do extra illustrations and extra little bonus comics. So what a treat. And then the rest is all bonus comics. So happy to have gotten this as well as the extras. So this one just has the same cover illustration. Oh, this one's not spicy inside, so I'll just show a little extra comic. And then this is so funny. They're little tan lines. And then this second one is spicy, so happy to have this now. Aki Ueda Sensei's fan book. Next, I have some prints from a couple BL series. So first is Love Nest. This is my favorite BL series, and I was really happy when I saw these prints for sale secondhand. I do have the art books, so a lot of the prints that I've seen are in the art books, so I haven't felt compelled to pick them up because I already have them in book form. But when I saw these, I checked, and right now I don't remember. I think one of them might be in the art book and the other was not, so I just went ahead and picked them both up. It looks like they were released with the 15th anniversary art exhibition for the mangaka, so happy that I was able to find these secondhand and they're like in perfect condition. But I've had them like in a stack here with this stuff, waiting to share them in this haul, but I'm so excited to just get this on my shelf on display because they're so pretty. And I have a whole Yu Minaduki shelf, so got to get these on display. And then one more official bromide print for a series that was just licensed recently by 7 Seas, Can You Kiss Me First? So I'm really looking forward to this release. I have read the first volume and it's super cute. It is an office romance series, and the series was featured in, I don't remember, okay, BL Award 2025. But there was a line of like maybe 8 series where all of the couples were drawn like on beach vacation like designs. I think Afterglow had one as well, but I really wanted to pick this one up because I'm really looking forward to the release and I like these guys so much, and I haven't seen a lot of merch or extra art of them. I know that the Japanese release of the first volume came with an extra booklet, but I was gonna wait until the English release dropped so that I can see if the content is in there or not, or if I need to hunt it down. But happy I was able to secure this one. They look so cute, and looking forward to this release. And then I'm gonna segue into a bunch of BL prints that I got recently from a friend who sent me a care package with all these goodies. And this first one is actually the same series. The author did a net print, and my friend was in Japan and was able to print just a bunch of net prints in person. And this was one of them, so Can You Kiss Me First? Again, just so excited for the English print release of this one. These guys are so sweet. And then the next 3 are from the manhwa Minmotion Syndrome, which is an Omegaverse series following a rich Omega and a poor Alpha. But I love these super sweet and happy little family illustrations. But this is one that I didn't read until the series was already almost completed, and then I think now the side stories are still serializing. I don't remember, I'll have to check, but I did enjoy this one. And then this one is from the series Melting Point. I'm a big fan of this creator's other series, Unintentional Love Story, and I Have a Boyfriend. I really like those two. But this is their newest work, Melting Point, which follows a pro hockey player re-encountering his first love and continuing to pursue him. Season 1 just ended of this one, so looking forward to season 2. And then I think the rest are series that I haven't read, so I took note of the series names so that I can get around to them. So this one is from the series Unsleep. This one is from the series I Declare Vengeance. And then this one is from Alpha Trauma, and I had not heard of any of these three before getting these, so added them to my TBR. And then this bookmark is for an upcoming danmei release by Rosemay called Tailhook. I'm really looking forward to it because it is a spin-off story of a series that I really like. So there's a series called The Approach, which follows a pilot and an air traffic controller, and these two are side characters in that series. And then the spin-off follows the relationship between these two pilots. So really looking forward to this one. And then she also sent a bunch of photo cards. So again, there were some from series that I didn't know. So this one first, though, is from the Dangerous Convenience Store. I love this series. And I don't have a ton of photo cards. I recently was able to pick up a bunch of stuff from an event that they did, but I'm still missing a lot of photo cards, and I'm not trying to collect them in full, but happy for the ones that I get to add them to my little Dangerous Convenience Store merch binder. Then these three are from a series that I haven't read, The Heart of the Lotus, and I actually am excited to read this one, but I decided to wait until season 2 ends and then binge seasons 1 and 2. So now I'm armed and ready with merch when I get into it, and I'm really excited about it. And then this one is from Gale of the God. So this is one that I hadn't heard of, so added this one to my TBR. And then the last print was this Demon Slayer, oops, a little dust on there, this Demon Slayer one, and this was so precious. I really love Akaza's backstory, so just seeing this little happy moment is really special, and they're so cute. And then the last thing that she sent was this blind bag for Naruto. She messaged me when she was in Hokkaido because the Sapporo TV tower was doing a collab with Naruto. So my favorite character in Naruto is Iruka, but he's not featured. But next is Kakashi, and I posted a YouTube short opening this blind, and I did not expect to get Kakashi. The next one I wanted was Itachi. I did not expect to get him either because I have terrible luck with blinds. But look who I got! So I was so shocked when I opened it because I was not expecting to get him, but pumped to have this Kakashi cam badge. I wish that I could have a matching Iruka one because I'm obsessed with Kakeiru, so I would have loved that. But just so happy to have all these and really excited about the series that I haven't gotten into yet, adding them to my TBR, and when I get to them, I'll just be all excited that I already have goods and merch to represent them. But thank you so much, Liz, for thinking about me when you were in Japan. I'm glad you had an amazing trip, and excited to get these sorted in my binders. So since I was talking about Naruto, another pickup that I got recently was this Naruto Shippuden cookbook. So I love stuff like this. I have the One Piece Pirate Recipes by Sanji cookbook as well, but I just love kind of the novelty of having like themed dishes. Like a lot of the recipes aren't like anything that special, but then it's just kind of fun things to be able to recreate dishes in the series or dishes that like relate to it. And then in addition to the recipes and pictures of food, there are illustrations in the book from the anime. And I was really happy that I went through and counted, and Erica is in here 5 times. So really pleased about that. My favorite illustration though is, where is it? My favorite illustration in here is this Kakashi one of when he's little preparing this mackerel dish. And then it has the food photo on the next spread. But of the actual recipes, I haven't tried making anything yet. I just got this recently, but I'm looking forward to trying Kakashi's mackerel dish, and then the takoyaki dish, and then the Hidden Leaf Village potato hurricane. I love potatoes. And then I think the Hidden Rain Village bread too, just like little dumplings. So that's on my agenda. That's on my cooking agenda. And then I forgot to continue with this pile of books, but so next I have this 4-volume danmei series called Falling, and they're actually numbered, well, 1 to 4, but then this one says extra volume, so I'm assuming these first 3 volumes will be the main story and this will be extra bonus chapters. But I'm really looking forward to reading this one. I kind of bought it as a cover buy just because the covers were pretty, but then also because I'm trying to read like every single modern danmei series. So now that I have it, I still haven't read it, and I still kind of don't remember what it's about, but I believe it is a coming-of-age story. I'll read the blurb on Yugibean, that's where I got it. It is a Via Lactea title, so it's from a Canadian publisher, but I ordered it. I missed the pre-order, so I ordered it when Yugibean listed the leftover stock after they fulfilled their pre-orders. But the super concise premise is a sheltered rich boy is met with misfortunes that disrupt his once carefree life, but also provide him with the opportunity to make amends with his quiet and stoic childhood friend. So I'm not really sure if like how much of the story is going to follow them as adults and how much is going to be like backstories to when they were childhood friends, or if it's going to follow them like when they're younger in high school, and then it'll proceed to them distancing from each other and becoming adults and then re-encountering. I'm not really sure, but I'm looking forward to reading it when I can get to it and finding out. But again, just like not disappointed at all with the purchase because of just how gorgeous the covers are. And I almost forgot, I also got the pre-order benefits. So it has the little prints of volumes 1 to 3 of the covers. And it's just so gorgeous. Like even these prints, but then also the book covers, I forgot to mention, have some, like a little bit of a shimmer effect. And then just like a little bit of texture, like these little stars have texture on them. But really looking forward to reading this. I think it came with one other thing that I think I sat somewhere in my room and I forgot where I put it. But I think it's some kind of like clear card or acrylic or something of this one. But glad I was able to snag a pre-order copy after it released so that I could get these extras as well. Okay, I don't know if you can tell, but I just turned a light on because I was trying to film this before the sun set, and the sun is like, it's dusk now, but it's starting to get dark in my room. So next I have an art book, and it is artwork by Memeco Ari Sensei, Memeco's Wonderland. And it features art from their 2 series, Hitorijime Boyfriend and Hitorijime My Hero. So those are 2 series that I have read, but I don't have in my collection. So I only recently found out about this art book. I don't know when it released, but I watched some flip through videos before ordering it myself, just because I wanted to see like what kind of art it had. Okay, let me take the dust jacket off because it keeps sliding. And I don't want it to like scratch or anything on the spine. But it's like pretty good sized and it's like square. But it has more, like I wasn't sure if it would just have like the cover illustrations or what, but it has a lot of art. It does have the cover illustrations and some of the back covers, I think, like as spreads. But then it just has a ton of art. And it's thick too, like it's a pretty thick art book, like thicker than a lot of the other BL art books that I have. Oh, and then I forgot, in the back it has some art from the mangaka's other series, which I haven't read. I've only read the one-shot and the spin-off series, Hitorijime, Boyfriend, and My Hero. But glad to have this. Whenever I am not going to collect a series that I've read and enjoyed, or like just like the art, I like when I can pick up the art book and kind of have it represented in my collection that way. But Memeco's Wonderland. Now in my art book collection. And then I have two gaming related items that are going to be part of my husband's collection, but I'm going to share them, of course. The first one is Bloodborne volumes 4 to 6. And this is a little box set, and I think they're so cute, these box sets. And I think this is the completion of it. I think it's only 6 volumes, and they're graphic novels. So we did already get the first box set, and I shared that in an earlier haul. And they do sell these individually too, but why buy the singles when you can get them with a box that will protect them on the shelf? And then the box that also comes with these art prints. But this is a game that my husband enjoys, and I've watched him play little bits of it. I don't know if I'll read these though, because they are kind of creepy. So now he has all of them, and he can add this on his shelf next to his other box set. And then the other item is an art book from Metroid. It says Metroid Prime 1 to 3, a visual retrospective. And the texture of this book is like linen or something, and then it has red metallic foiling, which is so cool. So I'll just do like a little flip through this book, but we like to collect gaming books for the series that my husband plays. So we have a bunch of Zelda books and Xenoblade Chronicles, NieR. He also has the Bloodborne art book and Lies of P. But this one just released, I believe, this fall. And we had it pre-ordered. I think we were able to get it with a discount too. But he's excited to have this now. And it'll go on his gaming shelf. It sounded really creaky when I was flipping through it, but it's just because it's so new. But it's really nice. It has the sewn binding, and I'm just a little worried because the texture on it is like fabric, and I'm worried it's gonna get dirty if it is just dusty. But it's a pretty cool release. Okay, so I have a few more merch items and doujinshi, and then that will wrap up my haul. So before I get into these, I have a few one-piece items. With our Japan order, we picked up some stickers from B-Side Label. When we went to Japan a couple years ago, we went to the store and I bought all the Sanji stickers they had, and I missed a couple, and maybe this one has released since then, I don't know, but I found 3 new Sanji stickers that I didn't already have, so I picked those up. And then I got these 2 for my husband. He has, I believe he already had Hancock, Robin, and Vivi, so I got him a Reiju sticker and S-Snake. And I love going through and translating these. Whenever I bought them, I translated them online, but I forgot what they said already, so I'm gonna have to go and translate them again. But he's so cute. His little black eyes. And then in addition to these stickers, I also got some one-piece cards. I have some that I got secondhand on Mercari Japan. Sometimes it's a better deal to get them secondhand rather than to buy them from like a card shop at the like retail going price. So I picked up some cards from Mercari that were under retail, or they were being sold in bundles where it was just a better deal. And then I also this past week just got an order in from TCG Republic, which is the main card shop that I order from for my Japanese cards, TCG Republic for Japanese cards, and then TCG Player for English cards for the One Piece card game. So I just got these cards from TCG Republic as well. And then I actually just last week put in a new order for just some of the Sanji cards I was missing and some of the One Piece girls that my husband was missing. And I put my order in literally like the day or maybe 2 days before the booster pack 14 released. So I'm kind of annoyed because for TCG Republic, they give you free shipping no matter how much you order. But if you order over $80, you get free priority shipping with tracking. So I was a little annoyed with myself that I had just put in a big order and then now there are a bunch of cards that we need. So I'll need to put in another order now. But it's okay. And then additionally, I totally forgot that I had recorded some footage of my One Piece binder. I recently upgraded from a smaller 4-pocket page album to a 9-pocket page binder. And I was delaying doing like the final flip through clip of it until I got these cards in the mail. And then I just kind of forgot about it, so I still need to film that last little segment, and then I promise I will have that out soon. And then one more One Piece related, well, I say one more, but there are some doujinshi too. But I also got in this print order of fan art from an artist that I follow on Instagram. So this is actually... Okay, so this is actually art for 3 different ships, so I'll share this one first. So Robin Frankie art. I was happy that the artist was selling them in bundles, so they were discounted if you bought the bundle rather than single prints, but these are going to go in my husband's collection. He's a big Robin fan. This one's really cute. And then for me, I got these ZoSan ones. I was so happy that this artist added these to their print shop because they had done some art of LawLu and ZoSan, but the main art and ship that they do for their account is Satosugu from Jujutsu Kaisen. And so they actually even have a fan book that they've been writing a comic, as well as selling art of Gojo and Geto. But then on their Instagram account, they had been posting art of LawLu and ZoSan. So I was just hoping and hoping that they would print the art and sell it in their shop. And they did a shop update and added these One Piece fan art prints to the shop catalog, and I was able to put in an order. So I got this bookmark. I love their art for Zoro and Sanji. And a sticker sheet. They're so cute. And then I love these so much. Oh. I love how they captured their like rivalry and kind of like you can almost feel their banter just through the art. This one's my favorite of the whole print order. This is my favorite print. Zoro going on a shopping trip with Sanji, and then Sanji is just like, let's go, because he knows Zoro's gonna get lost. So cute. And then I got a bit of LawLu stuff. So ZoSan is my favorite ship, and then my next favorite ship is actually Law-san. But I like LawLu as well. I also like ZoLu. But got this pack of stickies and the sticker sheet. Ugh, they're all just so cute in their art style. And then a couple of the sets of prints. So Luffy, Law, I'm gonna have to go through now and reorganize my One Piece binder. I think, yeah, this one's my favorite of the LawLu prints. And then this is the artist account and their social media. But happy to have these. I hope that they will continue doing a lot of ZoSan. They have, I think LawLu is their favorite ship because they have more art of them, but I'm happy that they are ZoSan fans as well, so that I can benefit from the art that they put out. And then before I get into the doujinshi, I have some Love of Kill stuff. So in my recent haul, I picked up a set of bonus papers that just came with volume releases over the years that I had not been able to secure up to this point. So I have gotten a handful of the bonus papers. So this is in addition to the bromide prints that were released with each volume release. But I was looking for these two and I found them in a bundle together. I actually already had this one, so now I have another one. But yeah, as soon as I saw this one, I was like, cop ring hot. Yes, I need this. So happy to have these, and I'm gonna add them to my Love of Kill album. I also, none of this stuff is new, but I just got this album and I wanted to share it because it's so cute. I was looking for an album that could hold square prints, because all of the prints, the bromide prints that were released with the Love of Kill volumes in Japanese, were these square, like 4.75 inches or so, like around there, like just under 5x5. And now that I'm not like pasting them on the wall, I wanted to have some secure like place to have them stored and displayed. And because they're too wide for a 4x6 album, I had them in a 5x7 album, and it was kind of annoying to see them because they were so like small in the big sleeve, and now I feel like they have a place that they can go, that they fit. Though these sleeves still are a bit big, they're like swimming in them a little bit, but at least they fit. But this album was actually designed for shikushi boards, so it's kind of perfect that they can fit and have plenty of room. And actually, I haven't actually put a shikushi board in it, but I have one right here next to me, so let's see how it fits. Wow, this is like perfect. Well, it had better be perfect because that's what it's designed for. But this is meant to be like a shikushi board. I might get a second one. I don't have that many shikushi boards though, but that's pretty cool. But I didn't get this for shikushi boards. I got this for my Love of Kill prints, and now they have a secure little spot for them. And I'm super happy about that. And then lastly, for Love of Kill, I got these two keychains from the last event that they had. I'm still missing one of the keychain sets. I have a listing open that I'm probably gonna pick them up next time I make a Mercari Japan order, but had to get these ones. And there was a whole set of them, like with the other characters too, but I just wanted the matching set of them. And then there's one more set of them matching that also again has the other characters too, but it's only on one side though. I kind of wish that they would have done them either double-sided or like had them on one acrylic together, just because these will be really cute on display. But I don't know, I just don't like actually using keychain charms when the back is like this, because it just always happens. Like I will put something on my bag and think it's so cute, and then it will just like flip around and just be showing the back the whole time I'm using it. But they're so cute. I love her outfit and her little ponytail while she's wearing the suit. She looks so good. He's so cute. Look at his little happy face. Ah! Okay, now I'm on the final stretch with my pile of doujinshi to go through. So I have in this stack doujinshi from 6 different series. So I'll get into this first one here. This one's actually my husband's, but I just wanted to share it. It is from NieR Replicant, so he'll be adding that to his NieR DJ collection. But just like I do, he has a handful of artists that he will just pick up all of their releases. So there are some older ones for NieR Automata and NieR Replicant that have been out of stock everywhere, so he's just always keeping an eye out for secondhand listings to pop up. But he got this one. And then on to mine. So I have 5 series represented here. One Piece, Haikyuu, Jujutsu Kaisen, Naruto, and Bungo Stray Dogs. So this first set here, well, they're not a set, they're different artists. So first I have this one, and it is by this artist in Circle. I collect everything that they release, and I'm still missing, I think, 2 things from them. But this was one that had been on my ISO, so I was keeping an eye out for it, and I'm glad that I was able to find it. One of their other collections has a page like this, or it might be this same page where it has like Sanji and Zoro like through the ages, and then just stories that follow them in that setting. So I'll have to compare them because I think that one has like a comic that follows and it relates to Sanji's birthday. And then this one has a few comics as well as a couple text novel chapters. But excited to read this one. And then this one was another big ISO for me. I am collecting everything by this artist. So I've been able to secure all of their doujinshi and their booklet except for, I think, one I'm missing now. But I was so excited when I was able to find this art book by them earlier this year. I love their art style. They actually are a mangaka that has published work. Like, they have actual BL manga that they've released. But these are a couple of the covers of other doujinshi releases that they've done, but they're so cute. But so this is the same artist, and this was one of the ones that I had been on the watch for. I had already read it before I started trying to hunt it down. After I picked up the first couple by this artist, I was just looking for translations of the ones I couldn't find so that I could at least just take a look at them, but I almost just flipped through it. But I'm still missing one by them, and I hope that I'll be able to find it soon. Next is Haikyuu, and Sakuatsu is my ship. I love Omi so much, but this is another one. This was actually a really exciting doujinshi haul for me. This is another one that I had been searching for because I already had the second DJ2 of this little series. So I already had the second one, but I hadn't been able to find the first one. So now I have the full story. And I got really impatient and actually read volume 2 because I was tired of waiting when I couldn't find volume 1. So now I'll have to reread this one after I read volume 1. But this is the circle and artist. But just happy to have secured this now. I don't have a ton of Sakuatsu DJs, but there are just a couple artists that I like that I'm trying to collect their releases. Next is this Toji DJ, and this is an artist that I follow on Twitter. I really like her art style for Toji, and this one is super lewd, a super lewd comic. But I wanted to pick it up because I'm collecting all of their releases that I can because they haven't released any art prints of their work. They did recently release a couple art books though. So this R18 art book and then this R15 one. So I can flip through this one, but it just has some of their Tojis. I was a little bummed when I got this because they have like a couple illustrations on Twitter that are like my favorite ones, and they weren't included in the art book, but they still had a lot of nice art in here, so. So these two are art books, but then this one is a super raunchy comic, and I don't mind that at all. So adding that to my Toji collection. And then I got two Kakeiru doujinshi. So these are by different artists, but they're both artists that I'm collecting in full. So this one is a part 2 DJ, and this is the part 1. So I have this now. I was saving this one to read until this one arrived because when I got this one, I knew about this one, but it hadn't released yet. So I'm happy to have both of them now, and then I can read it. I did flip through them though to kind of like guess what the story was about, and so I'm excited to read them. It's actually one that follows them when they're older. As you can see, Iruka is old. He has the old man marks on his face, but Kakashi looks young. So this one actually follows them when they're older, and something happens to Kakashi where he regresses to his younger self, and Iruka is in distress about it, but then they get things sorted out by the end. So I'm excited about this one. And then this is a supernatural one where they are creatures with horns. And I don't really know much about this one. I kind of flipped through it, but I'm just excited to read it because I like their art and their stories are cute. And then lastly, this was probably the most exciting part of my order because this has been, I said that about a handful of them, but this one I have been in search of for a long time. And these 3 are all by my favorite Bungo Stray Dogs artist. And this one is actually a comic, so this one is a DJ. I do have 2 other doujinshi that are Fukuzawa focused. So one is by this artist, and then one of them is like a zine that this artist participated in. So now I have a 3rd one, but then also, actually no, I do have 1 other doujinshi. So I have the zine, 2 Fuku doujinshi, and then this is the Fuku as well. So in addition to the DJs, now I have 2 art books. So Fukuzawa is my favorite character in Bungo Stray Dogs, so I'm just like obsessed with their art. But then I'm thrilled too that this artist's next favorite character is Oda, and Oda is my next favorite Bungo Stray Dogs character. So really happy that there is quite a bit of art in here of Fukuzawa and Oda together. Not as a ship, but just interacting together. But it just makes me so happy. I love Oda. This is so funny. I hope that they'll release more, like another art book, because they have so much art on Twitter that is just like gorgeous. And of course I'm partial because most of their art features Fukuzawa. And I like their art style. But then I'm also super happy because my 2 favorite ships in Bungo Stray Dogs are Fuku and then Fukumori. So I'm just super well fed by the art that they do. I love this one. The glasses. This cracks me up so much. The iconic golden kamui scene or panel spread with all of the old men in Bungo Stray Dogs. So I'm so happy to have this one now. And then this Fukuchi one. This one's really cool because it is like a magazine, and it came with these extra little prints. Cute! And then this one itself is quite thin, but I'm okay with that because I really like Fukuchi and there aren't a lot of artists that draw him, so I'll take what I can get. He's so dapper. And I haven't translated any of this text yet. So this one's quite short, but I'm so happy to have it because I don't have a lot of art prints of Fukuchi in my collection. So this is everything. I couldn't fit everything all together on screen, but lots and lots of merch. Really happy with my new art prints and doujinshi to add to my collection. And then most of the books were extras too, like art books and a cookbook, fan book. But just really happy that everything made it to me safely for my Japan order and Yugi Bean order and a few other just miscellaneous pre-orders that have been coming in. But that's everything for this video. Again, a super long video. Sorry about that. But thank you so much if you stuck around, and I'll see you again soon in another video. Thanks for watching.